Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Previously, thanks to Luke, the livestock contest concludes without further incident. After asking all over town, the trio gathers all the information on the Elysian box that they can. With little time left until the train departs, Layton, Luke, and Flora set out for the train station. Really? We're going to the train station? But I thought we need to find Mr. Anderson. Can't we go to the mansion on the hill? Well, before we do anything, there's this guy to talk to. Lopez, you ever heard the old saying, the clothes make the man? Well, from the look of your duds, I'd say you've got your act together, so try this puzzle on for size. You know, sometimes I think about how all over the world and just about every culture, important people are given fancy hats to wear. Like whether it be the feather crowns of Native Americans or the gold and jeweled crowns of English kings and queens. It's kind of funny to think about. We put so much importance on hats. Anyway, men A, B, and C each started off with pants and shirts of a single color. A wore red, B wore blue, and C wore white. Then they were blindfolded and swapped items of clothing. After they took off their blindfolds, here's what they said. A said, no one's shirts and pants match. Okay. B says, it looks like C's the only one of us who didn't keep any of his original clothes. C says, I don't know if I like these red pants. Okay. Looks, so this must mean that C was wearing blue pants and a red shirt. If I can nail that down, then the rest should be easy. Anyway, change their clothing by tapping on them and assemble their current outfits using the clues given. Okay? Am I really gonna take the pants off of these old men? Am I? Oh, no I'm not. Thank God. Okay. So... Oh, wait, C is saying he has these red pants on. Okay. So if he's not having this, he must have a blue shirt, because no one's matching. So we know this to be true. So if the, So the blue shirt and the red pants are accounted for. The white clothes got divided among these two, A and B. So both A and B kept at least one article of their original clothes. Now, does B have a red shirt or a white shirt? That is the question. Okay, look, so, we know that a C got completely changed. And no one matches. So I have definitely locked in C. Red pants, blue shirt. No one else's shirts and pants match. This must be white. White and red. I think this is what we're looking for. A has a white shirt, blue pants. B has a red shirt, white pants. And C has a blue shirt, red pants. I think this is what we want. Let me take 1 minute to think this over really carefully. I really want to get this right. C definitely has red pants. C also didn't keep any of his original clothes. So it can't be white. And it can't match, so it's definitely blue. No one's pants or shirt match. These two don't have any of the original clothes. I think it's right. So what? Okay, why can't? Yeah, it's got to be this.
And now to test my theory.
Ah, crap! I'm so close.
My, this one is quite formidable.
I must be off by like 1, maybe 2 articles of clothing. Damn it. Well, okay, at least it keeps this the same. Okay, I saw my flaw. I didn't have B wearing anything blue before. I can't believe I missed such an obvious detail, but this I think makes sense. Now they're wearing the original colors. None of them match. I think this is it for sure. For realsies this time.
Solved. And there we have it.
Nicely done. You know that C is the only one not wearing something from his original outfit, meaning he's not wearing anything white. You also know he has red pants, so his shirt must be blue. Since A and B are each wearing pants or a shirt of their own, you can deduce that A is dressed in a red shirt and B in blue pants. With all that settled, all you have to do is place your remaining white items in the right places, and your puzzle is solved. There is nothing tackier than when your shirt and pants don't match. That's fashion rule number 1. Rule number 2, no one can pull off sequins. What the hell is a sequin? But with that sweet suit of yours, you're golden. No swanky nightclub will turn you away, I guarantee it. I can't picture Layton clubbing. Yeah, I'm pretty much the slickest dresser in all of Dropstone. See this hat? No one else can pull off a look this edgy. Alright, leave you to it. I guess we never did manage to meet Mr. Anderson, did we? Yes, what a pity. I had a feeling he'd provide us with a lead on the Elysian box. Nick. Hey there, fellows. We've never met before, have we? I heard you chatting about Mr. Anderson and thought to myself, hey, I can help. Here, I'll point him out. Oh, alright. I'm pretty sure it's the Kane man, maybe? I think we met him earlier. Okay, I just saw Mr. Anderson around here a minute ago. He shouldn't be too hard to spot. What with that beard and hat? Yep, he's a real gentleman, and he always looks spiffy with his cane and that dapper little bow tie. Oh, and he doesn't wear glasses, in case you're wondering. Look, there he is now. Doesn't wear glasses. Interesting. Well, this man got his hat blown off by the wind, so I don't think it's him. Let's tick them off one by one. Process of elimination. So that's a lady. So we can discount that. Let's see. A cane. No cane. No cane. No cane. He has a little bow tie. Bow tie. No bow tie. Bow tie, bow tie, bow tie. So it's these four we've narrowed it down to. He does not wear glasses. Is that glasses? That pixel art is really vague. He has a beard. Oh! Right, no beard. No beard. And no beard. Okay, so it's either these two. Well, this one lost his hat. Well, this one doesn't have a cane. So is it this one? But he has no hat. Why did I mark this one out? What's this guy missing? He has a beard and hats. He has a cane. Oh, right, no bow tie. No bow tie. Lady, no cane. No beard. No beard. No beard. No hat? Question mark? Doesn't wear glasses. That's not a cane, that's a bouquet of flowers. Is it this one? Am I overthinking this? The hat flew off. Does that count as having a hat? I'll try it.
This should do the trick.
Huzzah!
Ha! Wonderful.
Good eye. It looks like the wind tried to carry off Mr. Anderson's hat. Good day, sir. Might you be Mr. Anderson? Huh. Did we meet this guy before? Who was that one talking about the separation? He doesn't actually look familiar. Huh. The one and only, my friend, and whom do I have the pleasure to be speaking with? The name is Hershel Layton. My friends and I have come to this fine town in search of the Elysian box. I thought a man of influence such as yourself might be able to offer us some direction. The Elysian box, you say? Why would you want to go chasing after a thing like that? So you're familiar with it then? Familiar? No, but I do believe my dear mother once searched after the very box you speak of. Interesting. Please elaborate. Ah, well, my birth mother died when I was very young. The mother I speak of is actually my mother-in-law, Sophia. She founded this village way back when. A kinder soul I never met. Sharp, too. Oh. I married into her family, but she treated me like her own flesh and blood. Seeing how I never knew my own mother, I suppose it would be fair to call Sophia my real mother. Even after my wife passed on, Sophia continued to treat me as one of her own. Mother Sophia looked high and low for that box, but she never did find what she was looking for. So she made efforts of her own to search for it. Fascinating. Tell me, where might Sophia be now? She left us last year. In her last days, she spent a lot of time holed up in her room writing. Sadly, I never found out why she was so intent on getting her hands on that box. I see. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Well, my mother may have had knowledge of the subject, but she's gone now. Now you know as much as I do. I regret that I couldn't be of more help to you, sir. Not at all, Mr. Anderson. I've learned a great deal from our conversation. You have my thanks. Oh, one thing before you go, Mr. Layton. Please take a look around you. These picturesque hills, these happy people, Dropstone has been blessed with so much. Sophia turned this place from nothing into a village full of warmth and camaraderie. Dropstone mustn't ever be allowed to wither and fade like so many other villages. After all, too many sacrifices were made to make this place what it is. Oh, forgive my ramblings. Once I start talking, sometimes I have trouble stopping. Enjoy your time in Dropstone and be well. Good day. Huh. Well, I guess that's another dead-end lead. Oh, I wouldn't say that, Luke. It appears this village is inextricably linked with the Elysian box. I also find Mr. Anderson's choice of words interesting. What do you suppose he meant by sacrifices? It looks like our mystery only leads to more mysteries. The professor, Luke, and Flora decide to head back to the train station. Well, well, I guess we can take a glimpse at everything else. Maybe there's new stuff that's appeared. Mr. Anderson is a real upstanding fellow. He's made this village a place I'm glad to call home. Nothing new with you. Let's leave. Hello? Jocks. Yeah, we met him. Oh dear, the train's scheduled to depart any minute now, and she's still not here. Oh, it's you! I was thinking you were Mr. Anderson. Everyone's efforts will be for naught if she misses her ride out. Oh my, oh my. Maybe women just need more time to get ready for things like this. Oh, why must she make me worry? Who are you waiting for? It's none of your business. We haven't even told the master about what we're doing. Luke, perhaps we should leave him be. Sometimes it's best not to barge into the affairs of others. Well, if he doesn't want us to comment, then maybe he shouldn't be thinking out loud. He left. Interesting. Huh, I almost expected to be stopped. You know what? I think there may not be updates. Oh, speak of the devil, you're back. Hey. Oh dear, I forgot to get apples for tonight's meal. Say, that reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Would you care to hear it, sir? Boy, would I. Pass the apples. This seems simple. Johnny and Thomas are each carrying some apples. If Johnny gave Thomas 1 apple, the 2 men would each have the same number of apples. Conversely, if Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples, Johnny would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas would have. So just how many apples is each of the men holding? 2 and 3? What does input answer look like? Okay. We're looking for the ratio. Let's see. Let's call you Johnny. And you Thomas. Boy, that is the most J-looking T I've ever drawn. Okay, now if Johnny gave Thomas 1 apple, they'd have the same number of apples, so Johnny has 1 more than Thomas. Johnny has 1 more than Thomas. If Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples, Johnny would have 3 times the number. Okay. Let's say you have 3, and Johnny has 4. If Johnny gave Thomas 1 apple, they'd both... Okay, no. No. Johnny... okay, at least... Bare minimum, Johnny must have, 2 more apples. So let's see, let's try 5. 5, so they both have 4. Now, if, okay, so if he has 5, If Thomas gave Johnny 2 apples 3 times, bump up to 7? Down to 1. No, that wouldn't work. Ooh. Okay, so the numbers must be a higher ratio than 5 to 3. Maybe 7 to 5? Let's try that. J, T. Okay. 7 to 5. So, okay, if Johnny gave 1 to Thomas, they would both have 6. Now, if we cut this down to by 2 to 3 and gave the 2 to him, he would have 9. Aha! At this point, Johnny would have 3 times the number of apples that Thomas would have, because 3 times 3 is 9. It's 7 and 5, I think. Johnny has 7. Thomas has 5.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Ah!
A true
I did it.
leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Nice. Johnny has 7 apples and Thomas has 5. As you can tell, if Johnny gave Thomas 1 apple, both men would have 6 apples. Additionally, if Thomas decided to give Johnny 2 of his apples, Johnny would have 9 apples in total, 3 times as many as Thomas. That's the answer, all right. So where will we be heading next, Professor Layton? Once our train is in working order, we'll move on to the next town. Oh, then I expect you'll run into the young mistress. She's leaving on the Military Express today. Should you bump into her, do say hello. Oh, and remember, please keep Miss Keisha's trip a secret from the Master. I should have looked up how to pronounce Keisha later, between videos. Oh well. I do so enjoy your company, Professor Layton. Tell me, if the Military Express couldn't be repaired, would you ever consider settling down here? Ooh, flirty. Anything else? Still asleep on the job, yet still somehow performing the job. God, have we really solved 50 puzzles already? That's a high density amount of puzzles. How many did the Curious Village have? Somewhere around 110? Huh. I don't think we're halfway done with this game. The place is positively crawling with people, isn't it? Careful, Flora. If you don't watch where you're going, you're likely to run right into someone. Oops, sorry. This is all so new to me that I forget to pay attention to where I was walking. Understandable. After all, it's quite a change of pace from London. Wow, Flora, you sure are excited. Just don't stand around gawking for too long or we might accidentally leave you behind. Wow, what's that? Oh, and look, there's another one over there. Huh? Professor? Luke? Where did you two go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Eek. Oh no, Professor Flora's gone. Curse you, Satan. Oh dear, we must have gotten separated in the crowd back there. Let's retrace our steps. It's going to be awfully hard to find her with all these people about. Now, where could that girl have gone off to? Phew. What? Flora, where did you run off to? Sorry, there were so many people that I must have lost you. I turned to look at something, and before I knew it, you two were gone. Well, I'm relieved you found your way back to us. With so many people around, who knows when we might have found you again. I'll be more careful from now on, I promise. Hey, you know, I caught wind of something very interesting when I was wandering around back there. Oh, what did you hear? That a man named Romy was asking around after the Elysian box. If we can track him down, maybe he can tell us something we don't know. I heard from one person that he's been wandering around near the station. This is extremely suspicious. Clearly Flora was just nabbed by Don Paolo, so why is she now back with us? Not making any comment about it. Did Don Paolo replace her with a robot? I wouldn't put it past him. Then again, his motivation in the first game was to learn how the robots of Saint Mystere worked. But he was foiled, wasn't he? Huh? That is interesting news. Let's head to the station and see if we can find Romy. Way to go, Flora! That's some top-notch intelligence you gathered out there. Hee hee hee. Oh, it was nothing. Ah. You know what would be really funny? If Don Paolo was really about to pull a Dick Dastardly and just he's Flora in disguise now. That'd be pretty spectacular. Who knows? How about the fields? Oh! I must admit I was skeptical at first, but you really know how to communicate with those cows. Everyone's been busting their buns to get Dropstone ready for today's festivities. Thank goodness you saved the day. It would have been a mess if that spat back there ruined the celebration. Yep, everyone's been working like crazy. See that flag over there? Made yesterday. I helped put it up. While I worked, I thought up a puzzle. You want to hear it, right? He did not wait for an answer. Oh, Lord. You have a pristine white flag that you want to color into 3 sections as shown below. You have 3 paints. No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can be only 1 color, and you can't change the number or size of these sections. If you aren't allowed to mix paint, how many distinct flag designs are possible? Whoa! Okay, whoa. Okay, so let's say we have A, B, C. Red, green, blue. We could then have red, blue, green. That's 2 colors. And that would be every combination that A can be on the leftmost piece. Is it 8? Or 6? ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, CBA? I think it's 6. No 2 adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Each section can be... Oh. You know what's possible? A, B, A. Red, green, red. That's also possible. That exponentially increases the amount of variety. Crap. Well, with that in mind, I'll write down 6, then I'll try the new number I get afterwards. And, okay, so ABA, ACA, that's 2, BAB, BCB, that's 4, CAC, CBC, that's another 6 total. So you have 6. Is there one other combo I can try? Or is the answer 12? Each section can be only one color. You can't change the number or size of these sections. No mixed paints. You know what? I'll give... It might be 12, but I feel like I'm missing some possibility. You know what? Screw it. I'll just try 12. If it's not that, I can give it some deeper thought.
Just leave it to me.
Crap.
Oops, that wasn't right.
I'm definitely missing some formula. No two adjacent sections of the flag can be the same color. Section one color can't mess with the size or number. Oh! Unpainted counts as a color. I can leave a segment white. Ah! No! No! I'm looking for flag designs. That's all I'm looking for. I can leave them white. Okay, so we have the 12 I figured out using exclusively colors. Now I can figure out how many I can make leaving blank spaces. So, let's see. Okay, so we got 12 here. This is all 12. I'll leave it at that. That's 12. Okay. Now, oh my god. Oh, it took me so long to work that out. It's so obvious in hindsight. Alright. Let's see, you got, how should I phrase this? I guess I'll just use white. White BC. No, let's start with white AB, white BC, white CA, white CB. And then if I put the white in the center, then I could do A white A. Oh my god, there's so many. These 12 I worked out using the colors is the tip of the iceberg. Oh, cripes. Okay. I spent some time. I sorted the patterns I found so far. One color each, and then one color twice. And that's the 12 we found earlier. Then I wrote down every combination of white I could think of. First, white being the only white on the left. Then what happens if you get white in the middle. Then what happens if you get white only on the right. And finally, if white is on the left and right simultaneously. So altogether, that's 24, plus the 12 we found earlier, I believe is 36. Alright, let's try it. 36.
Here goes.
Please? Yeah!
That was almost too easy.
Sharp thinking. Once you incorporate the white color of the unpainted flag into your designs, you actually have 4 colors you can work with. If you assign a color to the left third of the flag and list all designs possible, you get a total of 9 variations. Multiply this number by 4, which represents the number of colors at your disposal, to get the answer, 36 variants. Pretty good, right? I may be getting older, but I can still cook up a mean puzzle. I guess I did it the hard way. Anything else? I'm so relieved that you saved the contest from devolving into fisticuffs. Fisticuffs is such a good word. Anything to do with a nice tea lady? No. Maybe I look at the tree? Or the house? Oh, I'm glad I checked. No, there's probably nothing else. You're so rude. Good, no more puzzles. Oh, Mr. Layton, do you have a moment? Certainly. How may I be of assistance? It seems you've done a great deal of investigating today. Tell me, during the course of your inquiries, you didn't hear anything about my daughter, did you? Your daughter, sir? Yes, Keisha. You see, she hardly ever comes home since her grandmother Sophia passed away. Sophia and my daughter were very close, and Sophia's death came as a great shock to Keisha. If you should see her, would you please tell her that her father wishes she'd come home? If a fine gentleman such as yourself delivers the message, he just might listen. Unfortunately, our train is leaving soon, so I may not be able to be of much help at all. Keisha is our only child. She means everything to me, and I'd be forever in your debt if you could help me. I wonder what this Keisha lady is all about. Your guess is as good as mine. But judging by her family and breeding, I'd guess she's both beautiful and refined. Professor, get a hold of yourself. Do we speak with this? Yeah, we spoke with him. Yeah, Phantom Town nowhere on any map. We saw that. I wonder if that's our next destination. Professor, did you hear that? I think we finally got a new lead on the Elysian box. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have skipped through that. Oh well. It's a bit early to celebrate, but it looks like our journey on the Voluntary Express isn't over yet. Alright, you two, let's start making our way back to the station. Okay, Professor. Whoops. Riddleton, anything to say? Sheesh, I tell you, those railway folk have some nerve booting me off the train like that. But while I'm waiting, you can take a peek inside that teeny little shack for any lost puzzles. I doubt there's anything new. No. Alright, all aboard, I say. Yow, you've got at least 30 puzzles under your belt. Nice going, bro. But if you want a challenge worthy of a real rock star, give me a holler. Oh yeah? How's that festival treating you, dudes? Pretty righteous, huh? This train isn't ready to move quite yet, so while you're waiting, I'll lay this sweet puzzle on ya. Sammy's necklace. Sammy has 8 chains with 7 links each. He wants to connect all these chains to make a totally awesome necklace that's a single loop. The jeweler says he can open and close a single link for $2. As shown below, Sammy could open an end of each of the 8 chains to make one long necklace that's a single loop. However, that would cost $16, and the truth is, there's a cheaper way to get the same results. Using the cheapest method possible, how much will it cost to make Sammy's necklace? Really? Open and close a single link for $2. Open the end of each of the 8 chains. At one end of each of the 8 chains to make one long necklace. But you wouldn't need to open the final one? The first and final? Okay, so take chain 1. You open up this and this to link them together, so that's 2. Then you open up this and this, that's 4. Then this and this, 6. That and that, 8. That and that, 10. That and that, 12. That and that, 14. And then that and that, 16. But that should cost $32 because we opened up 16 and it's $2 each, so that should be $32. What am I missing? An end of each of the 8 chains make one long necklace? Oh, right. If you open up one of these, then you can just slide this in and close it in the opening. That's how chains work. Pipes. So yes, it would, by appearances, be 8 chains. Let's work this out. Open that, put that in, open that, put this in, that's 2. Open that, put that in, that's 3. Open that, put that in, 4. Open, put in, 5. Open, put in, 6. Open, put in, 7. Open, put in, 8. It should be $16. A cheaper way to get the same result. This is a brain teaser. I've been sitting here for quite a while now trying to work this out. I feel like there might be some idea with opening a chain link in the center of these 7 lengths of chain. But I can't quite visualize it. I think on this one I will use a hint coin. The number of links in each small chain is a crucial clue that will help you solve the puzzle. Yeah, I worked that out. You haven't been opening only the links on the ends of each small chain, have you? Yeah, I've been trying to think along those lines, but I can't work out what I need. Try taking one small chain, popping open each of its 7 links, and using those individual open links to connect the other small chains together. Huh. Okay, so you open this, you get 1 length coming out of it. Open that, get another. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to open 7, and you use up all chains, so you get your necklace. Would it just be $2 cheaper? $14? I'll try that, I suppose.
Consider this puzzle solved.
My brain isn't
leaves no puzzle unsolved.
figuring out how this is meant to work. Score. Take one of Sammy's 7-link chains, break each link apart, and use them to connect the remaining small chains together? You can see this method illustrated. Oh. You move. Oh, I see. You move each chain to be the connecting bridge, and you don't put the others onto the open chain. Oh, I get it. If Sammy uses this method, he can get the necklace of his dreams for only $14. Jeez. The Voluntary Express is back in business, baby. Get ready to ride, folks. Hey, you guys better hurry back to your seats, because this train is ready to rock. I missed 3 puzzles. Really? Damn. I was looking so hard.
Thank you so much.
What's going on over there?
Huh. Clearly a very important character.
I believe we may have stumbled upon Mr. Anderson's dear daughter.
That's one heck of a send-off.
Considering the size of the party, I doubt she's just going on holiday.
Say, isn't one of the Professor Layton games I have lined up to Let's Play in the future called Catriel's Mystery Tour or something? We have Cassia here. Is that related to Catriel or whatever? Don't answer that. Cassia is the daughter of Dropstone's most influential man, Mr. Anderson, and has boarded the Voluntary Express. Several villagers came to see her off, yet she travels alone. Where is Cassia headed, and why is she making the journey there by herself? Save your progress? Nah. Ah! Chapter 3, A Diverging Path. I just can't stop thinking about this phantom town we keep hearing about. Could the rumors be true? If I recall correctly, the next stop on this line is the perfectly normal town of Luxenbell. Well, then how do we get to the phantom town? That's an excellent question, Luke, though I don't have the answer. But if the Voluntary Express does indeed head for parts unknown, the crew will know something about it. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to talk to the train's crew to learn more. Neat. Anything new here? Can we get a tea ingredient from this pot? No? Ah well. Back on board the train. That's nice. Can I go back? It looks like there's no way in, huh? Yeah, I bet one of the puzzles we missed in the town will give me the last camera part. I really need to visit Riddleton's. Carrefour. No one in here. Alright, this was Flora's, right? I think? Or, no. Flora's would be right next to them in car 3, I think. Gosh, there was a dude in Dropstone who looked a lot like you. I beg your pardon, sir, but we're not open for business at the moment. Do visit us later. You're really closed? Yes, you see, on the way to Luxenbell, there's a long, unlit tunnel we have to pass through. While in the tunnel, none of the scenic views our restaurant affords patrons will be visible. It is Mr. Beluga's wish that all patrons be able to enjoy the scenery while they dine. Hence our temporary suspension of service. Wow, talk about a classy operation. Mr. Beluga has really thought of everything, hasn't he? How's the kitchen doing? How's my little guy doing? I knew it'd be tough without him around, but I didn't realize how lonely I'd get. Is he happy? Don't you worry, he's doing great. He'll be fit as a fiddle before you know it. That's real good to hear. Don't let me down now, okay? I'm actually about to close up the kitchen and take a break until we get to Luxenbell. Most of the train shuts down for this leg of the trip, so you might as well go rest in your room. How cozy. Now, is Riddleton here? No, this was, Babette's room. This train is starting to feel deserted. Except for her. Oh yeah. Well, maybe we can close out this video by solving these 3 puzzles. We might be going a little long, but that's okay. The warped wheel. Oh, God, triangles. In the back of the train yard, there's an old warped wheel lying on the ground, as shown below. A star is pointing to its axle. While no longer functional, the wheel is interesting because, when rolled on a flat surface, its axle traces a funny pattern if you look at it from the side. Of the 5 diagrams below, which one depicts the actual path of the axle? Okay. I feel like it would be very jarring. I think C is leaping out to me here. Or... no, I think it might be E. But I try to visualize it tumbling to the right, so... it would slam down... It would... look, my gut's telling me it's E.
Just leave it to me.
Damn it! Ah!
Well, I'm stumped.
Look, I'm discovering through these games that I am exceptionally bad at visualizing 2D objects moving in 3D space. I just can't handle it. When rolled on a flat surface, its axle traces a funny pattern if you look at it from the side. We begin by falling down, and then, okay, so when it's falling down, it would be here, since the wheel would continue to move like so. Kind of scoot to the left. Okay, it slams down. It goes... ah, my brain! Ah! I can't visualize this next part. Slams down. Then the other part lifts up. On its side. It would kind of... if I tilt my head real good, it would... it would kind of stay in place. And then when it rotates a third time, it would lift right up. Well, that's just E. I thought it would be E. Maybe it's A.
Just leave it to me.
Yeah, okay.
Piece of cake.
My head hurts. Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle as the wheel rolls. You probably won't see this wheel on a train anytime soon, but it sure would be fun to watch it bounce around, wouldn't it? But we got some carrots, that's nice. Oh great, geography. Well, below are 4 halves of 4 separate cubes. Each of the halves is shaped so that when fitted with an identically shaped piece, these 2 halves form a whole cube. However, one piece below fails to meet those requirements and doesn't form a cube when joined with another identical piece. Circle the odd piece out from choices A through D below. Interesting. Okay, so B? Yeah, I can absolutely see this. Just make a clone, rotate it, put it back down, it would fit. I think B definitely makes a perfect cube. Then there's A. Yeah, you got the... If you made a clone, flipped it upside down, this bit here would absolutely fit right on this, and this large part would slide down this half, completing it. That I can buy being a duplicate. Now this, if you did the same, clone it, flip it upside down, yeah, this large divot would fit into this bit, and this bit would fit into that. That makes sense. Now that leaves C as our prime suspect here. Ooh. So this part right here is angled away. I could see this part right here fitting into here to form the cube. That could fit into that. Maybe. You know what? Maybe it could be D? No. You know, it said, they'll form a cube when fitted together with an identically shaped piece. But it didn't say anything about having to mirror it. Like, if you flip this identical piece upside down, it wouldn't be able to fit together now, would it? Well, then neither would B. You'd have to rotate it. Well, yeah, you can rotate that one and solve it. If you rotated the clone of this that's upside down, yeah, that would fit together. Could it be A? Hold on. Why is this so tough? Whew. I'm gonna go with D. The more I look at C, the more I can believe it fits together. And I'm very confident A and B work. But something about D just doesn't quite fit.
And now to test my theory.
Damn it.
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
Well, I tried. So we know it's not D, meaning we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting this right. I want to believe in C. Maybe it's B? I don't know. Let's try B.
This should do the trick.
Damn it! I lost the carrots! No!
Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
I've always been bad at visualizing in 3D. It's my weakness. It is. I've discovered my weakness. Alright, well, it's A then. It's definitely not C. I believe in C.
This should do the trick. Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
I sure do love having a heaping helping of humiliation along with my failure. Sure makes me feel good. Ugh.
This should do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right. C will not form a cube when joined with other identical pieces. Some areas of the shape are just a little too complex to fit together neatly. Still, with only a few alterations, you could probably change that shape into something that works, don't you think? Okay, one more to go. Hat weather. I hope I get the camera piece from this. Huh? Oh, okay. There is a fellow with a very particular rules about when he wears his best hat. When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Okay. Below is a chart of when this man wore his hat over the course of 1 week. Use the panels to fill in the weather for each day, keeping in mind that it doesn't rain on cloudy days. Okay. When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. I'm thinking it must be rainy on this day. Because if it was cloudy, it couldn't be sunny because then he would have worn it. And it couldn't be cloudy because we know he only wears his hat if it's cloudy 2 days in a row. So it must be rainy. Therefore, this must be sunny. This could be cloudy or rainy. But it must be rainy because there are no other days available that he doesn't wear his hat. So that leaves this. The one cloud remaining. I get it. The previous Saturday from last week must have been a cloudy day, so this Sunday is the day that he's wearing his hat. Okay. Let's see if this makes sense. So, previous week's Saturday, it was cloudy, he didn't wear his hat. This week's Sunday, it was cloudy for a second day in a row, in which case he wore his hat. Monday was sunny, so he wore his hat. Got a cloudy day, that's locked in, immovable, so he didn't wear his hat. Then it was rainy, so he didn't wear his hat. Thursday was sunny, so he wore his hat. Friday he didn't wear it, and it wasn't cloudy the day before, so, it must have been raining. Then Saturday he wore his hat, so it must have been sunny. I think this makes sense. The trick of this puzzle is that you have to think about the previous week and how it rolls into this week. You can't consider this week in a vacuum.
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
Excellent. If you assume that the Sunday shown was the second cloudy day in a row and figure out that our friend wore his hat out that day, the rest of the solution falls right into place. I'm clever. Really? No photo. No photo camera piece. Really? Ah, that's a shame. We're so close to greatness. Alas. Thank you, Riddleton. You're a doll. Well, I'm certainly curious about this Cassia lady, clearly going to be vital to the ongoing mystery. Where is she going? She's got to be related to the Elysian box somehow, but I don't see how. And moreover, there's Flora to worry about. She was kidnapped. I think the Flora that's with us is an imposter. Either that or she was administered some mysterious serum that changed her memories and behavior. I don't know. Either way, something weird is going on. I don't like it. Poor Flora. But I'm sure she'll turn out all right. Surely she will. Well, it's good to be on the train. I'm excited to see what comes next. Gosh, I can't believe I missed 3 puzzles. I thought I was examining everything so carefully. But, oh well, what can you do? Anyway, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.